All right now. Y'all, the Most High called me back. My spirit team called me back. They said, "Baby, you already in motion." Okay, look. I can't make this up. It says, "When in doubt, trust the spirit." Y'all, I was called back. Okay, now my prayer is still good that I did for my last reading, and I've already reshuffled everything and reset, okay, the table, okay. I'm just going to flow like how I always do, and you could come back, you could rewatch the video, etc., but I just have to get this out, okay. So there is somebody that has a karmic mother. Okay, there is a despicable karmic mother, an evil dark witch, okay, a evil demented mother that was jealous and hateful of her biological daughter because she knew that this biological daughter was a star seed. She knew that she had a light within her. She knew that she was a star. She knew that she was different from a old soul, okay, that lived during ancient times, that had many lifetimes, and that she originated, okay, from a higher star system. This karmic evil despicable mother, wanted to create in this divine feminine's life from a child. Okay, I can't make this up. From a small child. Where did that card go? A Cinderella experience, okay, for this divine feminine, okay. Archangel Michael is in the building. Shout out to my archangel, okay. I'm telling the truth. I'm telling nothing but the truth and no lies. Okay, this karmic, despicable karmic mother. Okay, this is what this is about. All right, she basically wanted to try to block, okay, the crown chakra of this divine feminine through trauma, okay, through putting her down, okay, through trying to block her roads, okay, through trauma, okay, through speaking ills against her daughter, speaking lies about her daughter, slandering her daughter behind the scenes and out in the open, from a child all the way up into an adult, until this divine feminine cut her hoe ass the fuck off, okay? And that's just what I'm hearing, okay? This karmic mother was this divine feminine starseed daughter's arch nemesis, okay. This divine feminine has been going through it, okay, since being in utero with this karmic mother, okay. This karmic mother was in on the robbery. I cannot make this up. This karmic mother was in on the robbery of this divine feminine's light, okay, of her authority, her rulership in the spirit, okay, her spiritual, her being I said spiritual royalty, but her being a of spirit. Let me get my words right. Make this clear. Her, of this divine feminine being directly associated and connected to and attached to cosmic royalty of the divine, as well as ancient royal bloodlines of the divine. See, this karmic mother, she was still living up under the curses, okay? So she's seen this divine feminine star seed as, okay, a threat, okay, to regularly scheduled programming, okay. And this divine mother was plotting to take this divine feminine out, okay. The Cinderella experience, okay, with death magic, okay, from the very beginning. From the very beginning, this karmic mother was plotting, okay, to continuously target this divine feminine, okay, daughter, okay, and to spiritually put hits out on her. As she got older, it was, hitman ex-lovers, okay, and lovers being sent in through this karmic mother's witchcraft, through I'm hearing the karmic feminines in her life, okay, the karmic feminines in this divine feminine's family, okay, was a coven of dark witches, okay, with warlocks, okay, that were doing magic behind the scenes and paying, okay, for a divine feminine, okay, yeah, paying for the divine feminine, okay, to be hit, okay, spiritually hit as a child, okay, as a small child, okay, the illegal dealings, I cannot make this up, illegal dealings, okay, they were trying to create situations so that the child died, okay, near death experiences as an infant, okay, as a a toddler, okay, as a small child, things that just would not ordinarily just happen was always happening because this karmic mother was trying to sacrifice this divine feminine, okay, so that she could be the sacrifice for their family, okay, because they were dark witches, okay, and karmic energy. They didn't want, this divine feminine to break the generational curses, okay. This karmic mother also could have been affected by drugs, okay. She could have smoked, popped a lot of pills, smoked a lot of weed, okay, a lot of hidden substances behind the scenes, okay, not out in the public, okay, but behind the scenes, okay. This karmic mother, okay, was basically a soulless being, okay, that wanted the divine feminine soul and energy, okay, so that she could benefit with stealing her daughter's beauty, her vitality, her abundance, her divine protection. So she treated her daughter like shit and then would gaslight her daughter to forgive her to a certain point, just to stab her in the back, just to get in her head, just to get in her emotions, just to break her heart, okay, and fuck with her head and fuck with her mind and torment her spirit, okay. This is the energy. This karmic mother would silence, okay, this divine feminine daughter, okay, because she was jealous of her. Okay, if I'm hearing this divine feminine as a child used to speak out, take it how it resonates for you, against injustice, okay, against wrongdoings, okay, from these adult figures, okay, these authoritarian figures, okay, just speaking out against injustice. Okay, this karmic mother didn't want this divine feminine daughter and or divine masculine, take it how resonates, to speak, okay, because this divine feminine, her voice is powerful, but she didn't know it. See, when you're a child, you look to your parent to tell you who you are and how to live in the world and what to do and what not to do. But this karmic mother was a soulless being. She had already given her life over to Satan. She has already been possessed, okay, with dark entities and dark spirits, Jezebel spirits to be exact, Python spirits to be exact, okay, the incubus and succubus dark spirits to be exact. So she already was gone. Okay, so her whole goal with the entities that she allowed in her, okay, to torment this divine feminine being and energy harvest to feed these dark entities off of the divine feminine suffering. This is another form of energy harvesting that goes on with a lot of the chosen and a lot of these chaotic households behind the scenes, okay? This karmic mother wanted this divine feminine, okay, to be in a state of confusion, okay? Growing up in confusion, growing up in a war zone, growing up where the woman that you're supposed to go to for supposedly for warmth and love and guidance and good advice and, just good support, okay, this divine feminine got nothing but coldness, got nothing but abuse, got nothing but confusion, got nothing but lies, got nothing but trick, confused, gaslit, okay, and spells that was being casted on this divine feminine since birth, so that she never was able to see the forest for the trees and see through the illusion that her family was full of dark witches, okay, and dark warlocks that was looking at her as a meal ticket and as a sacrifice. Like, share, and subscribe, y'all. I was guided to come up here. This is a message for the divine feminine. Okay, this story has to be told. Like, share, and subscribe. This karmic mother was cursing this divine feminine daughter's love life, cursing her roads, cursing her progress, okay, speaking hell into her life, speaking hell over her mind, okay, sending confusion spells, sending beauty spells, sending spells to target her health, to weaken her so that she could walk in that light, walk in her daughter's light and have that shine and have that glow and extort her daughter for her energy as a chosen divine feminine so that she can have open doors, so that she can have good jobs and success, so that she can have businesses and get these loans and get into these rooms with these so-called bigwigs. It was all the chosen one's energy, the divine feminine child, okay, that was being attacked from birth and in the utero to be the sacrifice. And until they continue to try to sacrifice this divine feminine, okay, not knowing, knowing she was different, but they saw it. They didn't know that this divine feminine was a star seed, okay? They saw the divine feminine as other people in the divine feminine's life, seeing her as a lick, seeing her loving heart as being a weakness, seeing her vulnerabilities as being a weakness, when really that's really your biggest strength, okay? but they didn't have it. They weren't like her, okay, because they were wounded and damaged and living in trauma. So this karmic mother, okay, and a lot of these karmic wicked family members of this divine feminine that was born into this family to break these generational curses, okay, was supposed to be the lamb for slaughter, okay, covered by the blood of the lamb, okay? This karmic mother sent in males, hitman lovers, mature men, okay, to take this daughter out, okay, to act as a energy, I'm hearing in the spirit, this karmic mother and or mother figures sent these ex-lovers in, these hitman lovers in, to siphon the energy from this divine feminine sexually, okay, to tear down her self-esteem, okay, from her adolescence, okay, her childhood all the way up into her teen and adult years, okay? This mother was behind the scene. This karmic mother, this demented mother was obsessed with destroying this divine feminine, okay? Sending her nothing but heartbreak and tears and pain with these karmic hitman lovers, okay? That was the whole plot. Was to steal this divine feminine's life, steal their light force energy, steal their destiny, and swap with them. The karmic mother was the first op of this divine feminine, as well as a karmic father as well, if he was a part of the picture, okay? He sat back and watched shit happen, is what I'm hearing in the spirit. Also with these other karmic family members that were jealous, I'm hearing on both sides of the family, that was jealous of this divine feminine, that saw her light, that saw her glow, that was jealous. People around her age range and her family, jealous of her, male or female, jealous of her. Okay, this this divine feminine growing up did not have any allies, okay, within her family, and was being portrayed in the worst ways by these parental figures, by these so-called grannies, okay, karmic grannies, not the good grannies. Shout out to the good grannies out there. And you know, these karmic grandpappies and et cetera, et cetera. See, they were raising up this divine feminine starseed, okay, and doing so much damage and war and spiritual warfare behind the scenes, to whereas it would be impossible for this divine feminine to heal, but she's healing and or she's healed. 1212, this is somebody's message, okay? This karmic mother sent in multiple hitman lovers to strangle this divine feminine. I'm hearing physically, okay, I'm hearing through rough sex. I'm hearing through these ex-lovers were abusive, okay, or showed signs of domination or wanting to destroy or wanting to own and possess, okay? And they were sent in to strangle the energy out of the divine feminine, okay, with these so-called mature men, all right, could have been older males, okay, that was dealing with you when you were younger than them, trying to get over on you, trying to take your youth, trying to take, you know, this is how this works in the spirit, okay? These karmic energy, these karmic motherly energies will, in the spirit realm, put out a spiritual hit on you, okay? If you're a divine being or a divine feminine, take it how it resonates, and they'll pick up and answer the call. And the next thing you know, people will just be coming into your life. Like, what the hell? Why all these men coming into my, you know, however you want them, attractive. They look like your ex. You got away from your ex. Now they sent in 2, 3 more that look just like your ex, better than your ex, more money than your ex, a bigger home than your ex, the same level as your ex, okay? No good, just like your ex. See, these spirits that these beings, these dark beings, they're within these physical vessels. So the faces might change, but the energy is the same. That's why in the spirit they say, when in doubt, trust the spirit, test the spirit. Okay, and trust the Holy Spirit and your team to reveal to you if somebody is for you or not for you, y'all. Cosmic justice is at play for this divine feminine, okay? This karmic mother and these karmic communities and or coven of karmic witches that was within your family, or I'm heavily picking up religious. They could have been very outwardly religious into the church, but behind the scenes they was doing root work and doing death spells towards this divine feminine and going and traveling across the waters to take out this divine feminine, okay, with these hitman ex-lovers, okay? Archangel Michael is in the building, y'all. This divine feminine is protected, okay? This karmic mother was also trying to in that order. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Like, share, and subscribe. It says this karmic mother was trying to put a sex entity onto a divine feminine. That's what I'm hearing in the spirit. This mother was projecting you being into porn. Okay, you having a porn addiction, you having a sex addiction. Because when you have a porn and a sex addiction, okay, you start to allow those spirits to move, those dark spirits to move into you, and it's only a matter of time before you run into a person that has that entity on them, okay, and your vibration is at that point is so low that that entity that can then take root in you is what I'm hearing. This karmic mother wanted you to be a whore. She could have spoke on a divine feminine, okay, whoredom over your life when you were a virgin, when you were young, when you were pure, okay, saying things like you'll never be good for doing nothing but laying on your back, knowing that you was a virgin, knowing that you were in your purity. Instead of protecting your purity, this karmic mother wanted to create situations where you were in situations where you were being essayed, or you were being molested, or she was creating these situations, okay, no matter what it appeared to be behind the scenes, because she envied you, and she was jealous of the divine feminine. And I'm also hearing that this karmic mother and her mother figure, okay, was also could have been SA'd by a feminine or masculine in the family. So she was already under the curses of the generational curses on the bloodline, is what I'm hearing. Evil cult. Can't make this up. This karmic mother was an active participant in an evil cult, okay? Also, this karmic mother, okay, was leading the pack, okay, in the I'm hearing leading the ringleader and leading the pack in the hate campaign and the smear campaign towards the divine feminine. Okay, it says, I split the deck on your prayers have been answered. This karmic mother and these karmic mother figures that was attacking a divine feminine is now being brought to justice, okay? You're going to start seeing these karmic family members, these so-called, what's supposed to be, elders, okay, in your family, and, aunties and great aunties and grannies in your family, the ones that are karmic, okay? You're going to start seeing them be exposed. You're going to start seeing these secrets, okay? Because I'm hearing there was a lot of secrets, okay? And I'm also hearing that something happened to a small child, okay? I'm hearing there was a generational curse of things happening to small children. A lot of the times in a lot of these families, okay, that are riddled with this generational trauma and generational mental illness and generational addictions and diseases, okay? These entities target these bloodlines, okay? And they try to traumatize you as much as they can when you're a small child. And, the worst thing to do to a child is to emotionally abuse them, mentally abuse them, spiritually abuse them, but also to physically abuse them, because it's all in one. You get what I'm saying? It's all doing damage, okay, at the end of the day. And so I'm hearing that a divine feminine, you broke the generational curse, okay? You didn't grow up to become the monster that your feminine mother figures were, okay? You didn't turn into those dark wicked witch of the West, is what I'm hearing. You didn't turn into the stepmother, okay, of Cinderella, okay? You had to live the Cinderella. I'm hearing, give me a minute, y'all. I'm getting tongue-tied. Let me get a little bit of water. Cinderella experience. Because they knew you were divine royalty, okay? They use weapons against you, okay, with spell work. I can't make this up. I split it on weapon and spell work to try to stop you, okay, because they knew you were different from them. They knew that you, even when you were in karmic energy, even when you would come around them, you stood up for something as a small child, as a divine feminine. You stood up for what was right, okay? You didn't need a crew or everybody ganging up behind what you agreeing with you. You stood up for justice. You stood up for righteousness. You stood up for if somebody was being mistreated or acting belligerent in the family. You know how that shit goes at a family reunion or at a cookout or at a family dinner or whatever it is. You stood up for what was right, okay? You didn't need, okay, and look for the support of your elders, okay? And they saw that as a threat. Because the way that these karmic matriarchal figures move, these wicked witches, okay, behind the scenes that they hide behind God but have no connections in dealing with the Most High God, they wanted to silence you, to control you, okay, because they didn't want They knew that you was going to be a threat, okay, to these karmic energies and these demons, okay, terrorizing the bloodline. Because you're supposed to be the generational curse breaker. I cannot make this up. You're an earth angel in the flesh, divine feminine. Angelic protection, 444333. Angelic protection. Spirit is talking. These karmic mother figures and all that they did with traveling around, getting karmic tarot readers and dark priestess, okay, to tell them your destiny to try to stop you. Angelic protection came out again. You were protected, okay, from them trying to destiny swap with you, from them trying to sacrifice you throughout your life as a small child. I'm hearing in the womb, in the utero. Oh my God, y'all. Ancient wisdom, okay, ancient knowledge and ancient libraries. See, you're a chosen one. You are an ancient soul. You were born to be the generational curse breaker. And I'm hearing these dark entities that was plaguing your bloodline, okay, and these dark spirits that was and familiar spirits of wickedness that were plaguing your bloodline, traumatizing your bloodline, riddling your bloodline, knew that you were coming, okay? They knew that you were coming. God. So they was plotting and planning to get you from the very start. They saw that extra shine in you. They saw your extra star power in you, even when you were insecure as a child, because you were surrounded by these hateful, evil witches and warlocks, okay? Your prayers have been answered, okay? The truth shall set you free, and justice is being called, okay? Watch them closely. These karmic mother figures, they were always watching you closely behind the scenes, praying and plotting on you, doing magic and then calling you to see if it worked and if it hit. Attacking them here and attacking your finances, attacking your love life, making sure that sending these hitman lovers in, weakening your defenses, weakening your mind, okay? But guess what? And now the Most High is watching them. Dark spirit is in the reverse. They failed to attach a sex dark entity to you. That was the whole thing. They wanted you to, your frequency to be so low. That's why you were raised in chaos. You was raised tormented behind the scenes. No matter how it looked to the outside world, you were being tormented by these dark entities and these dark spirits, okay? Because they wanted you to fall. They wanted you as an ancient soul, as a divine feminine, to fall, to succumb to your injuries like how they did. They wanted you to be the sacrifice, and it would be either you being a sacrifice with putting you in the dirt with these death magic spells, these sacrifice spells, these root work spells, okay, that they was paying, people with dark spirits, okay, and dark practitioners to cast against you, as well as doing magic behind the scenes on you. I'm gonna bring y'all an example. See, I talk the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. I had a dream, y'all. I was guided to come up here and speak about this. I had a dream that my karmic mother and my karmic grandmother, not on my patriarchal side, that's my guardian angel, that's my rider, okay, my matriarchal mother, birth mother, and and her mother, okay. I had one dream where I went into a room in her bedroom in the dream world, and I saw she had like one of those one of those little, what are those boards where you could just write a whole bunch of stuff down? It's not a chalkboard, y'all, but it's, you know what I'm talking about, y'all. Like one of those little things where you got the little magic eraser. She basically had a whole chalkboard type style, neatly written out everything that she was doing to me, everything that she was like verbatim, like she was a chemist. Like that was how technical and lethal that the magic that she was doing behind the scenes was against me. And the Most High showed me. Whew. I walked in and seen everything that was being done. I seen all my items, okay? I seen my items where she was doing magic over my items, okay? Had a voodoo doll of me. I'm telling you what I know. I felt them pins sticking me in my feet to try to stop me in my legs when I was going through my storm, y'all. I noticed I had multiple voodoo dolls made on me. I'm telling you something that I know, okay? It was revealed to me to the T. This is how much my karmic mother wanted to get me to fuck up out of here. She in the physical realm, she wrote like chicken scratch. In the dream world, she was so dead set on taking me out. It was neat, like a chemist. Like she was in the background doing whatever needed to be done. Okay, on this day, I'm going to pay this practitioner. On this day, I'm going to fly out the country and go see this root worker. On this day, I'm going to go out here, and she was traveling the globe to get rid of me. So I know it and paying top dollar. Okay, so I know what I'm saying when I'm picking up on this energy, y'all. And then this was let's say. Don't quote me with the time, because a dream, when you in a dream world, y'all, it feels so real. Okay, this was, let's say, within the last year or a year or two. More recently, I had a dream of her mother. Okay, and I saw a picture in a room. Okay, I saw a bedroom, and I saw it was a mirror, and I saw 3 different setups in one room. I don't know, 3 is I know it's connected to spirit. And I saw my picture, okay, on the wall. I saw a picture of me, okay, and I saw some writing behind the picture of me. It was an individual picture of me, and it was a picture of me with the family. And then, and I saw, but she had cut my face out, okay, and wrote things behind the scenes, y'all. That's why I'm giving an example to somebody. This is how deep this goes, okay? And I saw generations of these dark witches, okay, that would, attack, okay, the divine feminines, okay, and or masculines, okay, that were curse breakers to try to take them out. So I was seeing the reflections through time of what this karmic family, what they would do, okay, to people that were of the divine, that was of the bloodline, because they did not want the curses to break. They did not want to break the dark pacts that they made with these dark entities to take people out in the family and outside of the family, for riches, for wealth, for youth, okay, for supernatural abilities, okay? So I'm exposing it, okay? And I got to expose it, because if I'm exposing, other people, okay, you got to know that it's coming from the real thing, okay? I don't have no shame in my game, all right? So I know when I'm picking up on this energy, because I actually have seen it in other realms, okay, and other worlds, okay, and I've experienced it. So let's get back into it, y'all. They were doing hoodoo on the divine feminine, okay? And guess what? Sacrifice came out in the reverse, right behind the hoodoo card. I hope y'all was getting that, because I was guided to share that, okay, with somebody, okay? Basically, cut these karmic mother figures the fuck off, okay? Do not wait. If I did not cut my karmic mother figure off, my matriarchal line, all of the karmics in my family that was coming from my head behind the scenes to try to make me the sacrifice, to get money, to get fame, to take my spiritual gifts, to use them for evil, okay, to get youth, to gain, to live longer. These dark karmic witches and warlocks would do anything, y'all, okay, to win, okay, win at all costs. They were doing hoodoo and root work behind the scenes to sacrifice the divine feminine, such as what happened to me as well. A lot of the divine feminine, we go through maybe not the exact same things, but we have a lot of this, similar experiences, y'all, because these dark spirits, okay, and these dark entities that operate through these unhealed karmic beings, whether in our family, whether in a friendship that you saw as family, whether through an ex-lover that you loved genuinely, that was all being operated in and through and on, okay, by a dark entity that they came into agreement with to go and get you, to sell you out. It happens in the real world, y'all. These dark societies is out in the real world, not just in Hollywood, okay? Not just in the music industry. It's happening in the spirit realm, okay? More often than not, okay? Y'all, this is a message for somebody, y'all. God, this is a message. Your karmic mother wanted to silence your voice at a young age because they didn't want you to open your mouth and expose them, okay, and expose them in your power, okay? They didn't, because they knew your voice could shift things. Your voice could expose things. Your voice would expose them. They didn't want you to call judgment on them for what they did, so they tried to traumatize you as a child, okay, and silence you, okay? Confirmation, okay? They were soulless beings. They were being operated through and by dark entities, okay, to cause confusion in your life, okay? These dark entities are obsessed with you, obsessed with possessing you, controlling you, okay, enslaving you energetically, mentally, and emotionally, because you are a life force for them. You are the energetic supply, not only in these karmic families, but with these ex-lovers as well. They all are intertangled together, whether they physically know each other or not. The spirit world is the first world. The realm of energy, we're energy beings. If you make a pact in the energetic realm, you don't have to meet with somebody in the spirit realm. In the physical realm, correction. You can meet with them in the dream world. You can meet with them and talk to them in the astral realm. This is how this shit goes, y'all. All right. They wanted to strangle the life out of you. They wanted you to be so beaten down, so traumatized, so broken, so heartbroken, so betrayed, divine feminine. Take it how it resonates, and divine masculine if you in the building. They wanted you to be so heartbroken. They did so much work to damage your heart over and over again. The heartbreaks kept coming in, kept coming in, kept coming in. It started with your matriarchal, your parental figures, the people in the family that were supposed to be elders, and then, cousins, and then aunties and great aunties or whoever. And then your friends started, you attracted friends because, that did the same thing. Okay. And then you attracted lovers that did the same thing. And so, for a minute, divine feminine, you could have thought that this is just how things are. You don't know that you're being abused until you start seeing outside of that veil, outside of that illusion, outside of that spell work and that witchcraft. You see what I'm saying? Like certain people that come from certain families that I'm hearing in the spirit that involve themselves in child abuse or incest. Okay, they don't know that it's or with the mother being beaten, or the children being touched. You might think that you might know that instinctually something just ain't right, but if that's all you're seeing, you don't know. Trigger warning. You don't know until you go outside of that. You don't know. Look, there's so many of these daggone sex cults and religious cults where a whole lot of things go on, and they use the so-called Bible to justify what they're doing is right. And that's what these wicked families do. These wicked witches and warlocks in these families do that have given their souls and their lives over to these dark entities, okay, to torment the chosen. Okay, this is the energy. These karmic ex-lovers were being sent in by your mother. Karmic mother, okay? Your birthing person, because we're going to call her a birthing person, okay? Because this is the type of female that you would call a birthing person. Somebody that wants their child to fail. Somebody that it was the same, your number one enemy, okay? The one person that should have been on your side, healing you, helping you, teaching you the right things and the right ways to go. Even if they wasn't perfect, they was the very same person plotting your demise, plotting your failure, plotting your pain, plotting your hurt, plotting for you to be sacrificed, okay? Plotting for you to be disheveled. I'm hearing plotting to put you in the dirt. Surgery. I can't make this up. This karmic mother figure with this towards this divine feminine energy. Okay, if you're a divine masculine, this reverse the roles. Okay, and you're on here. If it resonates, this is the energy. This karmic demonic evil, wicked bitch, okay, and these karmic feminines, okay, in your family or in a part of this, her cronies, her fake friends, okay, her co-workers, these church witches, okay, were surgical, okay, with coming after you, with paying for spell work, okay. It says they tried to erase the evidence, okay. So something was recorded, okay, something that they did, they got sloppy with coming after you. The hate of this karmic mother was so strong for you that she started getting sloppy. She started I want her dead is what I'm hearing. I just want her I want headshot is what I'm hearing. Kill her in the bed is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing strangle, okay. So this karmic mother really wanted to take you out with these ex-lovers, okay, these karmic ex-lovers, okay. I'm hearing make it look like an accident. I'm hearing make it look like it was just rough sex gone wrong. I'm hearing make it look like, stage it to whereas, our hands are clean, okay. They thought the evidence was erased, but in the spirit, it was clocked by the ethers, okay. This karmic mother and karmic mother figure is psychotic, okay. She's out of her mind. She's envious towards the divine feminine daughter, okay. These karmic aunts and aunties and great aunts are envious towards the divine feminine. They wanted to see you destroyed. They wanted to see you in whoredom. They wanted to see you being sex trafficked. They wanted to see you as a prostitute. They spoke that over your life. They spoke that into your reality. They spoke you having babies and just being used by any nigga that would look at you, okay? Because they knew that they were directly, okay, involved in creating that wound in you, creating that mother wound into you, creating that father wound in you, okay? Creating a space where you did not feel safe, okay? Because they didn't show you love. They showed you fake love and hate and deceit. So if the first man that looked at you, even if he was sent in as an ex-lover to destroy you, if he looked at you and told you you were pretty, you were open to it because you were starved from love. Whew. And it was all surgical. It was intentional. This karmic mother was doing things behind the scenes to block your roads, to steal your peace, to keep you imprisoned, okay, mentally and emotionally. and you attract lovers. Okay, you attracted lovers, and or you thought you were attracting lovers, but this karmic mother was sending them in for you, sending them in to damage you, sending you in divine feminine. You were like, hold on, wait, this look like the same nigga with, hold on, this the same energy, the same spirits, the same entity that is in the other one. The other one just was a little better looking. This one look, hold on, this one look just like them. Wait a minute. They start saying the same things to you. They start touching you in the same ways. They start trying to pull on those wounds, those childhood wounds, and reopen them and re-injure them, because the entity in those dark spirits, okay, are the same dark entities and spirits that are in the karmic wicked mother. Okay, we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but high and low principalities and high and low places. I want you to know that you're not crazy. When you thought, hey, is this a coincidence? What? Hold on, why do I keep attracting? Wait a minute. And then each time they say, oh damn, we couldn't get her with that. She left them. She's seen it. You listen to your God, you listen to the Holy Spirit, you listen to God. And you said that it was that one little, that clarity. When you got up from that nigga, when you got up from that bitch that was giving you, all you wanted in the bedroom, but every time you got up, you felt drained. Every time you got up, you felt dazed. Every time you got up, you felt like you was losing money. You felt like you was losing your peace. You felt like you was losing your stability. You wanted to, you started to look around and realize, hey, why the more I'm with this person, the more I lose. The more I'm losing my job, the more I'm losing money. Okay, the more my car is in the shop. My car got totaled. I can't find peace. I can't find happiness. And this person keeps showing up. Then you get rid of the motherfucker. That motherfucker start getting obsessed because it's the demon. It's the entities that's in him. Then you cut that motherfucker off successfully, you think, and another lover is sent in with the same spirits doing the same thing, wearing a similar or different mask, and they start to reveal themselves to you. That's why it says test the spirit. God, I can't make this up. I split the deck on Voice of the Dead. I'm trying to let you know that there was a lot of people that, whether you know about it, them or not, in your bloodline, divine feminines, that did not make it, okay? These entities, these dark spirits, they're not new to the realm, okay? They've been operating within your bloodline for hundreds of years, if not thousands of years, okay? Plaguing your bloodline, taking out the chosen ones so that the generational curses continue. Justice popped out of the deck, y'all. Justice. You gotta realize that it goes deeper than just a physical person. It's the spirits that they carry. It's the energy that they embody. Whew. It's who they are allowing to use them. I'm hearing that they were doing moon magic on you. Popped out of the deck. To deceive you, okay, to have you in your emotions, to have you feeling like, oh my gosh, to have you feeling like, well, this won't hurt, let me get it a chance. Maybe he's different, maybe she's different. They wanted you to be addicted, okay? They were sending these damn ex-lovers in, and believe me, they were sending them in very skilled and talented at what they do, because they're scammers. These hitman ex-lovers, they don't make this a career for nothing. They woo you. They lie to you. They want to get into your sacred places. They want to get underneath, they want to get past your guard, because the more you put your guard down, the more they can open you up, okay, and get you open, okay, and those energies could feed off of you, okay. Your sexual energy is your creative energy. Your sensual and your sexual energy is the energy of creation. If you are a divine feminine, and or if you're a divine masculine, you carry the energy of creation as well, okay, but it's nothing like the divine feminine's energy, because the baby and the creation is within the womb. It grows from the womb. The seed sprouts from the womb, and it grows in the mother. So whether you're pregnant or not, whether you're pregnant with an idea, whether you're pregnant with a baby, whether you're pregnant with transforming your life and breaking generational curses, these entities and these dark spirits that are plaguing your bloodline, they know you. Woo. When you were born, they knew you. Woo. That's why they attacked you in your communities, in these families, in these churches, okay, on these jobs, okay, out in the open. These entities know you. Woo. They know your energy signature. They know your, I'm hearing your light body. They know your frequency, okay? They know your soul. Woo. That's why they wanted to get you caught up on addiction. Oh, the sex is so good, I can't leave it alone. Oh, the weed is so good, I can't stop smoking it, okay? No matter what they putting on it and the intentions behind the person that's rolling your shit, you don't know what they putting in there. It's all witchcraft. I'm hearing these spirits wanted to give you whatever you wanted, okay? Whatever drug, whatever you wanted, okay? Drugs, whatever drug you wanted, okay? To keep you hooked on that addiction, okay? And you had to overcome that. Ooh, they were doing sweetening spells as well. They would treat you like shit and then do a sweetening spell so that you could accept them back in. I'm hearing it's not only these hitman exes that was in bed with these karmic mother figures, okay? But these karmic mother figures as well as these damn warlocks as well. Their spell work has backfired and they're pissed. I cannot make this up. Thank you, Spirit, for validating what I'm saying. And I'm also hearing that their auras are very weak. Why? Because you walked away. Why? Because you was a chosen one. Your energy was the motion. Without you, there ain't no motion. You was the bad. Woo, the energetic bad. See, it's all about energy. If you got the energy to get a bag, you already got a bag. You just got to manifest it in the physical. But if you around a whole bunch of blood-sucking, energy harvesting vampires in your family that you don't want to let go of, these hitman exes that's being sent in by these bitches, okay, that's doing energy on you, and they busting down your energy and giving you piss, shit, and poverty. Black magic has successfully been blocked. Smudge yourself, okay? Confirmation. I cannot make this up. Divine Feminine, I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. And the archangels and your spirit team is here. If you have been struggling, okay, whether to let go, because I know we all on different timelines, whether this is your story in the present, in the past, or in the future, this is your guide, okay? God, okay? Being sent to you directly from God to let these karmic mother figures go. Let them go. Leave them in the past. They didn't mean you no well. They never did it. They are empty vessels for darkness, and they choose to be there. They are empty, traumatized, wounded children. Shells. I said shells of their selves. Whew. God. Y'all, I feel it in the spirit. They could be from North Carolina, okay? Or your bloodline could be from North Carolina. That just popped out. Mental health popped out. So these people, okay, could really have a mental illness, okay? That's why they were working up in groups to destroy you, okay? We know that these dark spirits and entities, the one thing that they do go to and to attack directly is the mind, okay, and the heart, okay? That's their entryway in. All right. Holy Spirit, confirmation. Ooh, Holy Spirit, is there any more messages for the collective? Thank you for liking and sharing and subscribing. Is there any more collective for messages for the Divine Feminine? Y'all, I don't know. I'm being spiritually guided. Put this in the chat if y'all want me to make a specific channel for the Divine Feminines out there, okay? I'm going with the flow. Okay, root healing, okay? You need to heal your root, okay? They were sending spell work, okay? You could heal it through yoga, okay? Root healing came out and yoga came out. So go online if you're into yoga, look it up. Look up their chakra healing yoga poses that you could do, okay, to balance, okay, your root chakra. Your root chakra has to do with your stability, okay? And when it comes to the chosen, we're really big on loyalty and family, but you can't see these people as these karmic people as your family members because they're physically your family members, but they've already been taken over by dark forces. So they're not going to do nothing but try to throw your root chakra off, keep you unbalanced, okay, and keep you homeless shelter, unhealed, okay, or undo your healing. They wanted you to be homeless, okay? If y'all had ever experienced homelessness or temporarily you were homeless, okay, thank you, Holy Spirit. These karmic mother figures was doing hexes against you, okay? They was also sending you physical illnesses, okay? Okay, deadline is in the reverse. Okay, they missed their deadline on sacrificing you with these hitman lovers, ex-lovers. Okay, that you closed out a cycle with these idiotic damn psychopaths before they were able to sacrifice you. Okay, that's the energy. I can't make this up. Demonic network. Secret society came out in the reverse. Okay, they wanted to hide it from you, but clearly, if you hear and you awakening and you getting this message, okay, spirit will send the message to you in many different ways, whether it's me or whether it's somebody else, y'all. Their deadline ran out, okay? So all of that magic that your karmic mother, your karmic auntie, your karmic granny was sending you, your karmic cousins, I'm hearing karmic cousins that were around your age or older, they were always jealous of you, very jealous of your gifts, your talents, your abilities, always comparing themselves to you, always wanting to get more attention than you and the family. I'm hearing they were jealous of your looks. I'm also hearing they could have been jealous of your physical appearance, your body. Okay, it was these. I'm hearing that it was these curses. Okay, it was these hateful spirits. Okay, that was plaguing your bloodline. Okay, these Jezebel spirits that was plaguing your bloodline with this karmic mother. I'm hearing that these karmic mother figures, okay, was Jezebel spirits. They came with Python spirits. They were, very quick to attack. Okay, moving in the shadows, pretending to care about you and to love you, but gossiping about you, slandering your name in the family and to outside of the family and to their friends and across the community where you're from. Okay, this karmic mother wanted to destiny swap with you. Okay, making up lies. Okay, you could be from Virginia or her family from Virginia. Take it how it resonates. Okay, making up lies on you, slandering your name, teaming up with these ex-lovers behind the scenes to call you crazy. Okay, to say that you were no good, to say that you were a bad mother or a bad daughter, and lying on you. Okay, is what I'm hearing. A lot of lies. Okay, but continue to take your ancestral guidance, okay? Because it's only these dark spirits, okay, and these entities, and they're only otherworldly energies. See, they know you different. They know you of the divine, okay, and they're not, okay? They didn't answer the call, so they wanted to destroy your image and destroy you, lie on you, lie to the community, telling the community and your family that you was a whore, that you was crazy, that you was on drugs, that you was prostituting, that you was attacking them, that you were a dark witch, when really behind the scenes, they were the ones doing magic. Like, share, and subscribe on you. Okay, I'm channeling y'all. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Woo! Thank you, ancestors of the highest white light, my angels and my guides. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for being in the building. Is there any more messages that you want to tell the collective? Okay, is there any more messages? They were doing moon magic, okay? And they could be trying to do moon magic with this new up and coming moon. The Most High wants you to know that you're being protected, but also to know, okay? And you also have a strong aura, and or you're being guided to strengthen your aura, maybe so that you could be put on game, thank you, Spirit, about this deception that your karmic mother and karmic family, feminine members, okay, of your karmic family was plotting against you with these hitman lovers. I can't make this up. Mental illness came out, popped out of the deck. I can't make this up. Lesbian. They could have even said you were a lesbian. They could have said or sent lesbian spirits to you or Jezebel spirits to you to have you and sending women, okay, attractive women in to you, okay, to have you fall for your lust. So because these feminines, okay, these hitman exes, okay, these masculines or feminines that they were sending into your reality, they had these entities and these dark spirits on them, okay? And you already know, if you don't know now, you know, one of the number one ways that these entities jump bodies, okay, is through sex, okay? Because sex is a energy exchange, okay? So while you open yourself up to sex for penetration, okay, oral sex, any and all sex that has to do with your I'm hearing your sacral creative chakra energy and your root chakra energy, okay, is enough, okay, for them to attach an entity onto you, a sex entity onto you, okay? And I'm hearing, a sex demon. You're getting justice. Justice came out again. I cannot make this up. Confirmation. Phone vibrating, y'all. You're getting justice, okay? And Is there any more, Spirit? God, y'all. All praise to the Most High. Thank you for being here. Like, share, and subscribe. The Most High is saying, continue, okay, to cleanse and purify your third eye, because this karmic mother and these hitman exes and these dark entities, okay, are sending stuff towards you to try to block your third eye, but it's not working. They sending spell work towards you, okay, to attack you, to steal from you, to delay you, to block your roads, your career, and you coming into divine union with your soul tribe. Okay, it's not working. These people could have said and lied on your name and said that you was a sex offender. Okay, knowing that it was fake if you have children or you're around children, because that's what they're into, and they wanted you to take the fall for sex crimes. I'm hearing sex rings, prostitution rings, and child abuse and sexual abuse that these karmic feminines and or hitman ex-lovers, okay, was into behind the scenes with these dark entities ruling their life. Y'all, thank you, Holy Spirit. My ancestors and guides, okay? I want y'all to thank y'all, Spirit team, your ancestors and guides, and the Most High Mother and Father for allowing you to be here today. If you got something from this message, I hope you did. I hope you took some jewels, some advice. Like, share, and subscribe. Subscribe to the family and subscribe to the tribe, okay? Because we going up over here. Like, share, and subscribe. We're in our divinity. We're standing in our power, and we're calling our power back. I'm being led to tell you to call your power back if you need to multiple times a day from these dark entities. And y'all, last but not least, a spiritual warfare prayer popped out of the deck. So that's what Spirit is guiding me to read, y'all. This is a spiritual prayer against spiritual warfare, transfers, and demonic rituals. Is that not what we've been talking about in one way or the other, y'all? Like, share, and subscribe, okay? Put some motherfucking hearts in the chat. Like this video, share this video, get this video out to the chosen collective, okay? I hope that you join the family. I invite you, my chosen beings, to join the family, join the tribe, okay? Because these messages are coming out hot off the press, and it's my job to bring them, and I'm going to continue to show up. Okay, it says, I declare and decree, Heavenly Father, Holy Mother, in the mighty name of Christ, I come boldly before your throne, covered by the blood of the Lamb. I thank you for your protection, okay, and for being my shield and my defense. I declare that no weapon formed against me shall prosper, and that every tongue that rises against me is in judgment. I condemn by the power of your word, okay? This is the energy, okay? It's here. I hope you can read this or run this back, okay? I hope you can read it, screenshot it, pray this over yourself. Okay, this is the front and the back. All right. I hope y'all can read my writing. I hope it is clear. Okay, and/or let me see. Focus, y'all. Let me see. Focus. All right, the camera's focusing. No, it's not. All right, I hope y'all got that. Okay, just run it back and write it down. It's a quick prayer. I hope that you got something from this, and I'm claiming that you got something from it. And I'm speaking into existence over your life that you are safe, covered, and protected by the blood of the Lamb, and that the enemies within the karmic enemies, these karmic mothers, okay, these karmic mother figures and karmics in your life, okay, karmic friends, ex-lovers, neighbors, etc., that are aiming and arming against you in the spirit shall their weapons that are being formed will form, but they will not prosper. Thank you so much for being here, y'all. Like, share, and subscribe. Until we meet again, I'm standing in my power and my purpose in the divine. I give the divine all the praise and the glory, and I hope that you got something from this. Say a prayer over yourself, over your children, and over your life. And until we meet again, peace to the divine feminines. Until we meet again, y'all.